Hello and welcome back to another edition of Applied History. I'm Matt Blanchette, back here today with Nate Sylvia. Hi, Nate.
Hello, good afternoon.
And today we're going to go over the application. We've shown you all the preparation. We're going to start by Nate telling us a little bit about how to prime a door the right way, what kind of primer he uses, what kind of brush he uses, and little techniques and tips about the technique and the applications. Nate, take it away.
Yeah, we've prepped the door to a good standard. We were stripping the panels, but stripping's not always necessary 100%. So we've scraped it, sanded it. We're ready for the primer. We're using a quicker drying oil primer on this one, just because this door was varnished. So we want a bonding primer more so than a penetrating primer to seal all this in and hopefully hold it a lot better than the last paint job.
Awesome, great. And again, it's all about the preparation. The primer is going to get us ready for the first coat, which we'll see later on, but show us how to put a primer on. Okay,
first, the door still needs a little love and we can work on it after the primer's on there. Okay. But we did put a window, the window protector, which can be cut off and removed easily once it's all primed and painted. Great. So this just helps protect the glass, especially old glass, so you're not scraping at it.
Part of what makes you a restoration specialist.
Exactly. Yeah. So when you do anything with paint, you always, well, actually first we have a Purdy brush. It's 2.5 inch. It's one of the thinner ones, which is better for cutting in. A thicker, heavier, fatter brush you'd use on siding, more surface area.
Yep. You see the detail. We don't want to like gunk up all these nice.
You really have to work it. Yep. So you always start, I think I said before, inside to out. So you want to start here on the inside, and I just started cutting it a little before. Kind of work it into all areas.
Yeah.
You really want to fill in all the nooks and crannies.
Fill it in without erasing the details.
Right. Yeah, you'd rather fill it in with paint. Paint's the strongest bond as opposed to filling it in with wood fill or something like that. You just get it in those cracks. We're going to fully prime this door. Yeah. Not always necessary to fully prime everything.
Okay.
If it has a good grab to it already with the previous paint, you can just spot prime the bad spots.
Yeah.
We mostly normally use Benjamin Moore.
Yeah.
We like it. I know the colors really well. I know the products really well.
Yeah.
California is another good name. Sherwin-Williams, if you buy the right products. And this primer also, the big benefit with oil too, it dries hard.
Okay.
Hard enough where you can sand it afterwards.
Oh, wow.
Which gets all the little hairs off. And
yeah, hence you were saying a little more work to do on the door afterwards.
Right. We'll want to put some glazing in here later. Maybe try to get this piece of trim back in there. I'm not sure why it's being held back, but.
Yep. Doesn't have to be perfect on this round.
Yeah, many more days to come on this door.
Okay.
And then same thing with the panels. You want to just get right into the panels.
Yep.
And primer's harder. The finished paint will flow a lot smoother.
Okay.
Won't be as grippy.
Okay.
And we do have mini rollers. We use mini rollers a lot.
Okay, talk to me about those.
This just helps to put it on.
Okay. So for the wider
seems silly, like how much time would it really save?
Yeah, but when you're doing a lot,
when you're doing a lot,
sure.
Put it on.
Yeah. And then you can smooth it out with the brush.
And then you come back, smooth it out with the brush.
I like that. Pro tip.
These are great for a lot of applications. They hit the undercuts really well.
Okay. What do you mean by an undercut?
Right here's an undercut.
Okay.
Especially when you're doing shingling.
Yeah.
You can jam this right up there. It gets all that raw, the raw edge. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so this is a good example of how to get the nooks and the crannies, what kind of primer to be using, different techniques with the cutting paintbrush versus a mini roller. Now,
and the siding brush, the 4-inch larger siding brush.
And the 4-inch siding brush. Now we're going to switch over. We have to let this dry. This is going to take 24 hours once it's all done.
Yeah, it'll be a tomorrow project.
Okay, so you would generally let this wait for, what's the minimum you could let this wait?
It depends. This primer dries a little quicker. depending on the temperatures, 3-4 hours.
Okay, so if you had it done in the morning, you could come back.
You could come back, sand it down, put a finish coat on it.
To be safe, we're waiting until tomorrow.
Plus. Yeah, yeah.
And so now we're going to switch to another side of the house where it's already been primed, and we're going to go over how to put the first coat on. We'll do both a paintbrush and we'll do a spray brush.
Yep. The guys will have the sprayer set up and they can show you.
Excited to see that. Stick with us. We'll be on the other side.